know what's funny? This year, I went with with Urban Decay. I went with Urban Decay. And I'm so excited because we're actually here with Urban Decay. So shout out to my Urban Decay girlies. We love you. And honestly, what better brand to last all day? Before you set your face with powder, you use setting spray. Taking all-nighter, get a little spritz, a light layer, doesn't have to be a lot, a light layer, as I do 6 pumps. Now set with your favorite powder, and baby, it's not gonna move.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I'm back with another video. How are you doing, Nick?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I have some things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about Michaela, and I want to talk about Manny, because you guys know that Coachella is happening. Things tend to go down at Coachella, and this year was no exception because Manny really stepped in it, if you ask me. But before we jump into that, I would like to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Adam and Eve. Thank you, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring today's video. Now, you guys know that I have worked with Adam and Eve for a really long time now, and there is a reason for that. They have 24/7 customer support, 90-day hassle-free returns, and they donate 15% of their profits to fight the spread of HIV and AIDS. So I love that. And right now, if you go over to adamandeve.com and use code Dustin, you'll get 50% off one item, as well as free shipping to the US and Canada. Now, keep in mind, some exclusions do apply. So with all that said, thank you again, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring today's video. I love you guys. Okay, so it's been a minute since we've talked about Michaela. Yeah. She's been like going low on the radar. We haven't heard anything since the giveaway and all that different shit with Chris Appleton, which he just got married, right?
Did anybody win the giveaway?
That's what I want to know, because I saw, I think it was Pop Craze tweeted out that he got married, and I was like, that's cool and all.
Convenient.
But could he and Michaela address these 2 Chanel bags that were never given away that I know of? There was never an announcement.
I'm not exactly sure what she put into her giveaway. I just think it's funny that it was so apparent that when she came back to social media after she took like those 4 days off, that she was gonna clear up the situation by doing a giveaway. Because then her fans, everyone completely forgot about the fact that there was that little GoFundMe thing, and they're like, okay, she's so kind, she's giving away so much of her PR, she's giving away a bag.
I will never understand why everybody saints Michaela.
I don't know.
She is like a saint. She can do no wrong. She is the new Jaclyn Hill 2.0, because that is how Jaclyn Hill got away with so much for so many years, because she could do no wrong. She was like the sweetheart of the beauty community.
I think up until Jaclyn Hill launched those hairy ass lipsticks, that's when people started to look at Jaclyn, and it was kind of like a sideways look.
It's really actually funny that you brought that up, because somebody on TikTok tagged me. They tagged me in a comment that Jaclyn left on a lipstick review that Michaela posted, and she said, a whole line of nude lipstick. I tried that once. Didn't go as planned.
This is what dreams are made of.
Shut when you think about it.
And I hate to go on about Jaclyn Hill, but it's just so funny to me that she can make fun of the situation, but anytime anyone else does, she wants to get offended by it.
Do you remember when she was trying to tell people like to stop talking about the lipsticks, like it's over, it's done, it's played, like all the jokes, she's heard them 100 times before? No.
Everything came down to BL and AL, after lipsticks and before lipsticks.
Yeah.
Honestly, lipsticks changed my life. It'll be like, oh my gosh, remember when we did blah blah blah? I'll be like, oh yeah, that was before lipsticks. That was BL.
We are still in after lipsticks, and people still want to talk about those lipsticks, so.
But we digress. Back to Michaela. So Michaela did post a couple days ago on her Instagram a story of Glam Corps and all the different products, and we love Glam Corps in this house.
Yeah, we do.
They're really high-end products. They work well. If y'all want to sponsor me, please feel free to reach out.
You know what, though? I'm gonna keep it 100% real. They are a little fucking overpriced.
They are.
But you know what? The quality is there. So if you look at it that way, then I guess the price is justified, but girl, they are a little fucking priced.
So I saw this when it first went up, and I thought that she was fishing for a sponsorship or something, but the girlies on Reddit clocked it, and they said that that's what she was doing.
Of course. Every single influencer thing now that I see from literally everyone, ever since Glamzilla did that whole question thing, I'm always thinking that someone is trying to either like hope a brand sees their review and they're like, oh my god, we need to put some money behind this. It's just all a money game now.
So now the people over on Reddit have been calling Michaela out, saying that she was fishing for a sponsorship, and some people are even accusing her of not disclosing a sponsorship. But you guys check out this clip and you tell me.
I gotta nerd out for a minute, so I want to show you something. So sometimes when I film my videos, I'm using this. Behind it is a panel light, and basically the reason I do this is because I don't like ring lights. It's just the lighting isn't the greatest on a ring light in my opinion. So instead, I just put the phone on this, and then I use the panel light that is behind it. But obviously, that's kind of annoying to have to do. But I found this, and I have officially upgraded to this. So this is really cool. It has panel lights on the sides, and then you put your phone on the tripod right there, and it's all in one. And also, I like that it is not a ring light, because like I said, I'm not a fan of ring lights. So it has the power button on the side, it's a touch on off, and the lights are on. And on this side, it has coolness, warmth, and then, of course, this is how you turn up the brightness level, turn it down. I'm just really excited to now have this upgrade, and it just looks so much nicer. I'll show you this too. This is the other upgrade I got. So basically, this is like, if I want to do a skincare video, I can put my phone right on the bathroom mirror, and I have my light right here, and you just press on. You can turn the brightness up really high. You can make it cool, warm. But I just needed something that I could have right in my bathroom for those skincare videos.
I would not be surprised if she wasn't disclosing a sponsorship. I mean, there have been many times that people are under the assumption that Michaela did not disclose a sponsorship, but also, I feel like it was fishing for the sponsorship.
Oh, for sure. What's really interesting about this, and I didn't think about it till just now, is Manny mentioned that brands go back and buy TikToks. I didn't know that they were out here buying people's Instagram stories.
Oh, of course.
Because Michaela didn't put this on her TikTok. She put it on her Instagram story, and now Glam Corps paid her to promote it, and they only got like maybe 25 likes on it the last that I checked.
25 likes?
I think 25 likes.
Yeah. On a video on Michaela's Instagram?
No, it's Glam Corps. They basically screen recorded her Instagram story and then put it on their TikTok.
So they probably like paid her something, or like, can we use your video?
That's what people are saying.
Or maybe they were shady and maybe they just took the video, because there are a few brands that have been accused of that recently.
No, they didn't just take the video. That's where it gets a little bit deeper. Because Michaela commented on this and said the mirror one fell and shattered the same day I got it in the mail. So of course Glam Corps had to make it right, and they started responding to her.
Wait a minute. When did hers fall and break? When
the
she got it?
same day she posted the Instagram story.
Oh, so she already told people that it was amazing?
Yes.
So how long had she been using that product to tell people it was amazing if it was the same day?
It was the same day she got it.
Wow.
She was showing it off because it was new.
Oh, okay.
She said it was upgrades.
Oh. I thought this was like a situation where she was saying this is what she always used to create her content.
No. It did get a little bit weird with Glam Corps though, because they kept like replying to themselves with Michaela tagged, and they said a whole bunch of different stuff. They said, Mikayla Nogueira, that should help you next time. Mikayla Nogueira, to ensure the suction cup is on tightly, make sure to pull the suction cup down after you have secured the lever down. And here's what Michaela was hoping for, I'm pretty sure. They said, Mikayla Nogueira, regardless, we're so happy to hear you have upgraded to Glam Corps. We hope to keep you light for all your content. We would love to send you more goodies so you can try more lights out. Mikayla Nogueira, we just saw your comment about your ring light shattering. We're so sorry to hear that. Would love to send you a replacement.
Of course. Well, they should send her a replacement.
They should send her a replacement.
The same fucking day.
But do you think that she was fishing? Because honestly, I think she was, because everybody has heard of Glam Corps. If you work on YouTube, or if you know somebody that works in photography, or even like estheticians, they all use those Glam Corps lights because they're really good. The one Glam Corps thing that Nick uses all the time though is that shower mirror.
Yes, I completely forgot that Glam Corps was the one that did the shower mirror. I have been searching for a like fogless like shower mirror for God knows how long, and normally you have to like fill them up with hot water, and that's how they remain fogless. This one you charge up. I think I have to charge it once every week, sometimes like maybe once every 2 weeks depending on how often I shave, and it turns on in the shower. It has like 4 different light settings. It goes fogless. That's and really you have nice. Nothing to worry about. I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed with it. It is definitely worth the money.
I do have one suggestion though. I really hate the charger because Nick always loses it.
I do.
And we have a USB-C laying around anywhere, so Glam Corps, if you're watching this.
Well, they probably can't do that because it's just like those 3 little plates on the back, so
well,
it can't get wet.
I need a USB-C. And I do think that Michaela was fishing for a possible sponsorship, and I'm not really mad at her for that.
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. It's just expected now with Michaela and Glamzilla and all of them. I'm even side-eyeing Meredith Duxbury at this point. You know, Meredith Duxbury never gets into any drama.
Never. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down below. Okay, so it's Coachella season. A lot of influencers are making their way out to the desert to watch all these different concerts and partake in the festivities. So Manny and Laura found themselves in a bit of a predicament that I think Manny is trying to cover up now, honestly.
You think?
I do. So Manny posted a get ready with me of him and Laura basically putting on their makeup for the festivities and stuff.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it through this weekend one. But we have to. Let's get ready. And you're in here too. Today's makeup vibe is gonna be a full coverage fantasy. It's giving ghost.
Spooky.
I'm so excited because we're actually here with Urban Decay. So shout out to my Urban Decay girlies. We love you.
And Manny used some Urban Decay products, and then he posted a slide and a sponsor post for Urban Decay because that's who's paying his and Laura's way at Coachella. And we all know the drama that has come out of Coachella. We've seen James Charles at Coachella with the razor burn. We've seen all that go down. We saw the Sugar Bear hair situation with Tati and all of that. So we've got a lot of drama out of Coachella. So Manny found himself walking through Coachella, and someone from Hourglass Makeup came up to him and asked him to do a TikTok.
Oh my gosh, I love your makeup. It's so stunning.
Thank you.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing the Hourglass Vanish Concealer.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
Thank you.
Your under eyes look flawless.
Don't they?
So good. Stunning. Love it. You're giving luxury.
I'm trying.
You really are. Slay.
And Manny did it and said that he was wearing Hourglass, right?
When he said that he was wearing this Hourglass, it did take him a good second.
It did.
But apparently this girl that came up to Laura and Manny, like, already had, like, in her head what they were gonna say, like, what they were wearing and how they were gonna be so excited and that kind of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, he and Laura addressed this, and we're gonna get into that in a little bit. But a lot of people started calling Manny out for this because they noticed that he just posted this Get Ready With Me in this slide of him using Urban Decay. Now we have to backtrack a little bit because we have to talk about Manny and Laura specifically on full coverage when they covered Michaela and Lashgate. Now we all know that Michaela was being called out for deceptive marketing and deceptive practices when she allegedly wore that lash and put that telescopic mascara over it. So Manny and Laura had a lot of choice words to say about Michaela, and ultimately they ended up sucking her ass saying that she should apologize, but they did say that they thought she was lying and that she was wearing a lash.
It's deceptive advertising.
And the whole premise of the argument about the lash and the mascara is that you're not going to get the same results that Michaela displayed. And she got her ass dragged across the internet for that, and Manny and Laura were some of the people that were adding to that conversation and calling her out. I just wanted to freshen that up in everybody's mind for what I'm about to say next. But Manny addressed this girl coming up to him and doing this TikTok, and he said that he felt uncomfortable, but he didn't want to come off as a bitch, so he said that he would do the TikToks for her, and Laura said the same exact thing.
Oh my gosh, your makeup looks so good. What are you wearing?
Ambient Soft Glow highlighters.
From Hourglass?
From Hourglass.
Oh my gosh, stunning. Looks so good.
I do feel though when Laura was describing how the girl was like already there with the script of like what Laura had on her face and how she loved it and all that kind of stuff, and Laura was like, no, I'm not gonna say that, I don't have it on right now, but I really do love this product. I feel like it was the same with Manny, but Manny went the complete opposite direction of what Laura did, and he didn't want to say no to the girl, so he just completely lied about what he had on his face. I don't know if he really had on the 3 concealers that he was trying to say that he had. Apparently, some people wear like numerous concealers because they like to mix them. I don't know.
We also had an interesting experience. So we're hanging out, and then a girl comes up to us and she's like, oh my God, hi, you know, been following you guys. We're like, oh my God, hi, yes. So good to see you. And she's like, I work for Hourglass, actually. Can we film a TikTok? And me and Manny are always kind of like, what are you putting on the, because this is the thing, guys, we've been through shit, and I don't love filming content for other people because I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know what caption they're going to put on it. I don't know what kind of page it's going to go on because I don't know them. So it's like, you're filming content of me, like, what are you going to say and do with it? I'm always weary. I couldn't agree more. And I think that when you're at a festival, I almost find it slightly inappropriate to like ask people to do content for you that you don't know. And so I get a little kind of like, it kind of puts it in a interesting place where it's kind of hard, because the thing is, as soon as you say no, you're an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's weird. I feel like as soon as I say no, oh well, Laura Lee's an asshole. You know what I mean? She said no to filming a video with me. Yes. Like, and so it happened to me first. It did. She got me first. Just said hey to Manny first. She got me first. So then she comes up and she's like, hey, like, I work at Hourglass, like da-da-da. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, I love that. Like, I'm actually wearing an Hourglass concealer right now. And she's like, oh, cool. Can we do a video and like record a TikTok? And I'm like, sure. And it was a very reluctant sure. Like, I didn't really want to, but I was like, sure. She's like, what you're gonna do? So she like planned it out. Obviously, she's like creates content for them. She's like, I'm gonna ask you like what you're wearing, and you're gonna say Hourglass concealer. I'm like, okay, like sure. Mind you, I wasn't in my fullest rightest mind. It's Saturday. I'm gone with the wind. Truly. Right. So I was like, okay, sure. So we did the thing. That video goes up. That same day, I had done my
Urban Decay Get Ready With Me, and I use the Urban Decay Quickie Concealer.
Yeah.
But I used that one as well. I had like 3 concealers on. I was using that one to brighten. So I forgot in the moment to be like, oh, I'm also wearing like NARS and I'm wearing Urban Decay.
Well, I mean, that like, you're like, come on. You were just trying to tell her like, oh, you work for Hourglass. You were just trying to say, yeah, I love the concealer. I'm wearing it. Like you weren't.
I'm not trying to be like, and then that's like my first part of my concealing routine. Like I'm not doing all that, right? You were just
saying like you used it.
I just saying I used it. So she posts it and everyone's like, I thought you were wearing Urban Decay. And I'm like, I'm trying to also respect the brand partnership when I'm doing my Urban Decay deal, showing that I'm using Urban Decay because I am using Urban Decay and I actually am using it and I like it. But it doesn't mean I'm not using other things. I'm just not showing them because I'm respecting the brand's partnership.
Well, there were a ton of people calling Manny out for this and basically said, well, you have on Urban Decay. Why are you saying that you're wearing Hourglass? Yeah. And Manny's defense to that was that he uses 3 different foundations, concealers, all this different stuff on his face, and that he wanted to respect Urban Decay and their sponsorship. Yeah. Well, here's my problem with that. If Manny is using all these different products and he has those products on saying, oh, it works great, but he's using a product for under his eyes and then he's using something else over here, you're not going to get that same effect. Would that not be the same thing as like deceptive marketing? Because the finished product that you're going to get is not going to be the same.
Well, didn't she ask him in the video like what he was wearing under his eyes, and he said the concealer from Hourglass, and that's exactly where he used the Urban Decay concealer as well.
I'm so excited because we're actually here with Urban Decay, so shout out to my Urban Decay girlies. We love you.
Oh my gosh, I love your makeup. It's so stunning. Thank you. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing the Hourglass Vanish Concealer.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
Thank you.
Your under eyes look flawless.
Don't they?
So good.
So I don't know, but you use 2 different concealers underneath your eyes?
There's a lot of people saying that they do. Obviously, we don't wear concealer, but it's the fact that he was there with Urban Decay and he still proceeded to say, oh yeah, I'm wearing Hourglass, when in reality, the Urban Decay ad that he put out, the results are not going to be the same. I don't understand why I'm the only person that has caught that. I haven't seen anybody make that similarity yet with him and Michaela, because to me, it makes Manny look very hypocritical.
Well, I mean, that's not exactly a new thing.
And I guess it's to be expected. Something else for me in the Full Coverage podcast when he and Laura talked about this situation is he talked about how he felt like uncomfortable, but he didn't want to say no and look like an asshole. When in reality, he's an adult. He runs a business. It really wouldn't have hurt to just be like, no, I'm wearing another product. I can't do that. And a lot of people were calling him out saying that same exact thing. But Manny didn't want to be perceived to one person as an asshole when in reality, he knew that people were going to clock him for that and he could be made an asshole on the internet for like hundreds of thousands of people to see. That's my problem with it.
Yeah, he jumped on it really quick to address the whole Hourglass Urban Decay drama, like really fucking quick. I think it was like next day that he addressed it.
I'm gonna show you guys the concealers I used on Friday, okay? This is just gonna be a side note. So I'm pulling them out of my bag. Hold on, I'm almost done. Right here. These are the 3 concealers I used on Friday. However, I was making content for Urban Decay, so the only one I used and showed when I was filming my content was Urban Decay, because I'm obviously gonna like respect the brand deal. Duh. Hourglass, NARS Vanish Pot. Nope, soft matte. And this to brighten my good old quickie, naked quickie to brighten my under eye very bright, and it was lovely. So I was doing my brand partnership, right?
And he waited about 3/4 into that live stream to start talking about it. I think he thought that he was just going to skirt by, and I'm not trying to cancel Manny for this because I understand he might have been a little bit elevated in that situation. He might not have been aware of everything that was going on, but he knew what he had on his face, and he just, in my opinion, could have simply just been like, no, I don't want to do it. And that's not being an asshole.
I really feel like he should have just pulled a Laura instead of saying like what was on his face. He should have just said like what product he's obsessed with from Hourglass. I feel like that would have been just as good, and I feel like the person who was asking, I believe that now she had to go private over on TikTok actually because people were commenting like so many things to her that were not nice. But I feel like she would have accepted that. And if she didn't want to accept that, then I would have been like, okay, no.
Yeah, it's that simple,
I'm not gonna fucking do it.
Well, she did actually end up going private. I don't know if it was because of hate comments. We can only assume that. Probably that's what happened after the podcast went up. But she's no longer private, but the videos are not there. They're like missing.
Of course, and you know what? I would expect people to go over there and say something to her because the fact that Manny and Laura are saying that she basically had like the script ready for them, like this is what you're gonna say and this is how we're gonna do it. That's not cool. That seems like you're just trying to like pressure people into like saying something really nice about the fucking brand. What if they don't like your fucking product, but they still want to be nice to you?
Yeah, no, that does come across a little bit sleazy to me. Like, if I was walking past somewhere and someone was like, hey, say this, do this, I brought this prop, I'm gonna be like, get the fuck away from me. In a polite way at first, of course. But to sum this up, there's a lot wrong with this in my opinion. Manny could have just said no, but I really need him to address the whole, like, wearing 3 different, like, concealers. Now it makes me wonder if he was using all 3 different concealers under his eye when he posted his ad for Urban Decay.
Well, in the Urban Decay video, he only showed the Urban Decay. And it was the first product that he used.
Honestly, you know what though? That makes me feel like really angry about Manny not telling the truth and them being there with Urban Decay, because that's kind of like a slap in the face to that company if you think about it. But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you think it was shady that Manny went with Urban Decay and basically said that he was wearing Hourglass in this? Do you think it was just a slip of the tongue? Do you think he was uncomfortable? I do think he was uncomfortable. Yeah. But just because you're uncomfortable, that does not mean that you cannot say no to someone. Also, if you made it this far in this video, since we were talking about Coachella, leave me the Ferris wheel emoji down below, because that's kind of what Coachella is known for. Does everyone remember the pop heard around the world with James Charles?
I wonder who that was, because James said
it looked like James.
It really honestly did look like James. Did somebody come out and say that that was actually them?
There was some head motion going on with that Ferris wheel video. Also, I'd like to thank Adam and Eve again for sponsoring this video. You guys let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below, and we will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.
Bye.